Hey, what's up team? This is Brick Brother E, and today I have a intensive demo on the app that I've been working on for the past few weeks here. I've been doing a lot of testing, and so I wish I could have shown the before and where this started to where it's at now. But yeah, very excited to go through this app with everyone today. So starting off here, as you see, we're on the home page of the app right here. There's a lot of things that you can do here. Let's go to settings because it has some cool features. Very handy for people who are just starting on the app or have used the app on another device or anything like that. So as you see here in settings, it's a place where you can actually import your workout history. If you've kept up with that via Excel, you can export that as a CSV, or if you have some other type of application that lets you export that data, you can import and upload that data either by pasting it or uploading a file there. But another cool thing here is that if I sign in, I can actually sign in with my Gmail account to keep track of my data for me. And so if I ever get logged out or if I switch devices or anything like that, that information will persist as long as you signed in via Gmail. As you see here, once I signed in, and now it says I have 140 exercises logged. If I go to my history tab, my most recent exercise was yesterday, March 18th. It shows that history right there. And then along with the exercise history, it also carries over all the equipment that I personally have in my home gym. I like this tab here because you can add custom pieces of equipment and select their actual weight, which comes in handy once we get to the weight recommendation portion of the demo. And then also, you can also select the available plates. You can even add your custom chains plates like 0.25 pounds. A lot of people don't have that. I use it for some exercises, and I can still get weight recommendations based off the plates I have available. Going to the main part of the app here is adding an exercise. Let me see if I have an exercise already ready. I don't, so I'm gonna go to my workout program. This is usually how I like to do it. And I chose to use these two exercises since it actually has a barbell included in here, so that'll be an easy example to show. But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot of both of these exercises here, and then I will clear whatever I have currently right there, and I'll upload my screenshot. And what it's doing right now is it's parsing all that text in that screenshot that I just uploaded. It's able to determine how many sets, which exercises, how many reps, if RPE is involved. RPE is not mandatory to get weight recommendations. It defaults to 8 and then uses the amount of reps that you inputted as well. So let's see right here, it was able to deduct that this was a superset with barbell skull crusher and reverse barbell curl. This is where it comes in handy. So as you see right here, I have all the equipment that I added under settings. For something like a reverse barbell curl, I'll probably use an easy curl bar, and then I'll be able to update the weight recommendations based off the equipment that I'm using there. So for this example, I'm gonna click recommend all since it's a superset and I don't wanna have to do it one by one. So right now it's using the history that is logged to determine how much I should be lifting here. And as you see for barbell skull crusher, it has me lifting 55 pounds, 60 and 60 pounds for sets 1 through 3. And then for reverse barbell curl, it has me doing 65, 65, and 65 for both of those sets. Actually, I have this name watch. So for skull crusher, it has me doing this weight. So one thing I can do here is if I feel like this weight is either too light or too heavy, I can say too light and have the AI re-recommend weights for that particular exercise. And it's gonna try to use your existing workout history to give you a more accurate output that is more challenging for how you feel that day. Then once it is ready, it'll update the amount of sets, weights right here. So it'll update it from 65 to 75, 80, and 80. And then as you see here, you might have noticed, but it has a a plate calculator for you automatically, and it uses the existing plates that you have in settings to calculate how many plates you need per side. And a cool thing here is if I say, hey, I wanted to switch the equipment I'm using, let's look at that first set. Right now it says 10 plate and 5 pound plate. If I switch to my short barbell, which is going to be weigh less than a standard Olympic barbell, it's going to change the amount of weight plates actually needed for that particular exercise. So that's pretty cool there. And then once I'm ready, let's say I've already hit these numbers, everything felt just right, I can then log that exercise, and I can say, all right, this exercise went well as well, so I can log the exercise too. And wait, in your history tab, you're gonna actually see those numbers inputted, and then the feedback actually goes back to the AI to help with future weight recommendations too. Then next here, I actually want to show another way to do exercises, which is a little bit more straightforward, but squat 4 sets of 8 reps. And then let's actually do, our big 3, bench press, 4 sets of 10, and then a deadlift, 2 sets of 2. So yeah, along with uploading screenshots or manually inputting exercises like in the previous tab, you can also paste a routine here if that's easier. In this case, I typed it out, but ideally you would copy and paste it here. But again, here it sees that this time it's not a superset since I didn't state that. So it's 3 different exercises, and then it has all of those different exercises listed right here. And I can do the same thing as earlier. I can say recommend all, and then it's gonna return me the weight recommendations for all of these exercises. And it might take a few seconds since, that was actually pretty quick there. So right here says bench press, wants to do 155 for 10 reps RP8. Based on my history, I think I can actually do a lot more than that. Deadlift, 315, 325, same thing here. And then squat, 205, 205, 205. So yeah, same thing here. And the reasons it's probably not giving me a little bit heavier of weights here is that I don't have these specific exercises like one-to-one mapped in history. And so what it's doing is that it's taking other exercises that are similar, like this one I have 1 1/4 back squats labeled, and it's using those exercises to actually come up with weight recommendations for me to do. So even if you haven't logged the exercise before, it can still give you pretty accurate weight recommendations to at least start with. And then once you log those exercises, and if you do it in the future, the weight recommendations are gonna get even more accurate. All right, and then the last thing here that I wanna show is, I wanted to make this app a one-stop shop. So of course you have your rest timer already in here for in between sets. That's very useful. But I have a CrossFit background from years ago, high intensity training as well. So just different timer options already in the app, so you don't even have to leave the app once you get your workout started here. So yeah, I'm still making a lot of changes to the app. I'm very excited for the changes I've made so far. I'm still waiting for feedback from other people as well to see how they're using it and how I can better improve the app over time. But yeah, I'm very excited for what has been made so far, and hopefully I can release that app store soon for other people to start using. Thanks, peace.